What's up, Noah Nuggets? It's Noah C here. How's everybody doing? I believe it is a Saturday. I'm not entirely sure what day of the week it is when you're going to watch this. Probably like in a year or so when someone actually discovers my channel. But I'm filming this on a Saturday, so happy Saturday, everyone. A little while ago, I picked up these two game things. This is the I'm game. This is hard to do this behind a camera. It's I'm Game 120 games in one, and I'm Game 180 games in one. These are fun little devices, and they are basically just different iterations of each other. Just think of this. Let's say this is iPhone 4, this is iPhone 6. Boom, comparison. So I'm going to compare these two. So I have my handy-dandy comparing chart, if you can see that, comparison chart. It has all these different categories there. So we're going to be comparing these two systems by the categories. I was going to do the chart digitally, but I was bored, so I felt like building something. So our first category is device length, as you can see here. So if you think these things are pretty cool and you actually want to get one, the smaller one is going to be better for people with smaller hands. The bigger one is going to be better for people who can hold more, have bigger hands. I'm also going to be doing weight. Pretty straightforward, which one weighs more. You know, actually, surprisingly, I feel it is better if something is heavier. It just has more of an oomph than if it's lighter, like this sheet. It just feels kind of cheap otherwise. So let's get some measuring tools. Okay guys, let's start with the 120 and 1. I'm going to put that down there. So, got my hand-to-dandy measuring tape. And let's see, at the farthest it is 5 inches across. So it is 5 inches across. Okay, I got my measuring tape. So the blue one is about 5 1/4 inches. Huh, what do you know? Okay, 180 games in one is 5 1/4 inches. Okay, I've got myself a scale right here, so now I'm going to put on the first device. It looks like it is 3 5/8 ounces. Okay, now, why is it in pounds? I don't know. Okay, now let's go with the blue device. 3 5/8 and 4 1/4 ounces. So blue one's heavier. So now we're moving on to screen sizes. I'm going to do corner to corner, or at least to the best of my ability. So for the red one, the 120 and 1, that's looking like 3 inches. So it's got a screen size of 3 inches. And now if we bring out the 180, the blue one, this one has a screen size of 3 1/4 inches. So this blue one, which is a whole 1/4 inch longer than the red one, also has a screen that is a 1/4 inch bigger. That's just a comparison. You can see it's about a 1/4 inch. So blue one is not actually that bigger, even though it looks bigger. Weird. Now that we've compared the specs of the device, now let's move into the actual categories. We have Amazon reviews, sound, gameplay, brightness, price, the best game on it, my personal review, how good it feels, which I guess is part of the specs, and is it worth it? That is the #1 category. What is going on with the focus? Jeez, this thing is crazy. So now if we look at the red 120 and 1, that picture is not found on the menu. I don't know why they have that there. But if we look at the 120 and 1, it has 4 out of 5 with 305 reviews. And let's knock out 2 categories in one. It is $38.97. Okay, I apologize for the siren. Now if we look at the blue one, it is $50. It has 3.5 stars. You see there's a lot of 1-star reviews, 18% actually. And it's normally $80. I bought this when I was $80. I guess I made a mistake. But it is $50. Now we're going to actually get to turn these devices on so we can listen to their volume. So the red one, here's the volume. This is the default. Not too shabby. Now let's take a look at the volume of the blue unit. Now mind you, my up volume button is broken, but it's just the default volume that it starts with. Nothing happens when it's off. Also, you can see the reflection of my hair, so I'm going to call this a hair reveal. So as you can tell, this one is more of a fuller tone. I'm not sure if it's louder, but I think the sound quality is better. So I'm going to have to give the sound category to the blue one. So now that we've compared specs and now we're going to move on to gameplay. So for the 120 one, I'm going to flick this on. Let's press A button. Now I'm just going to run them through the same game. Let's play tennis. Just default settings for tennis, default opponent. Let's go. So the graphics are basically the same on both. It is very hard to play through a camera, so I'm sorry if you don't see all of the screen. I'm just trying to make this video presentable. So it's pretty smooth. Parts of it are a bit jerky. As you can see, the screen kind of flickers whenever you hit the ball. I don't know if that's supposed to be like blinking, but that definitely does happen. The gameplay is pretty smooth except for the background. So there is some amount of motion blur, and also the screen is flickering. So you gotta take that into notice. Moving on to the blue one now. As you can hear, there's the better sound. Also, these buttons, I just want to point out, these buttons feel so much better. I mean, they're still a bit but they're just way better. It has the same sound effects. This is basically the same game. So this system has better graphics, and I mean, graphics and gameplay are separate, but they both work together. I have to say, I actually think the red one is better gameplay, because this one is to supplement for the graphics. The frame rate just seems slow. Yeah, this is not a very good frame rate. Also, they have the same problem with the random blinking and the background being a bit jerky. Also, the way it always goes to net and transitions, I don't really like that, so I'm going to give this category to the red one. Now we're going to compare the brightness, and I think actually, I'll do this one first. Let's just see which one is brighter. Put that one there, and that one there. Okay, so this one has lighter colors, but it's a bit like an uncomfortable brightness. Okay, the audio is. I'll turn this one down. So I think I have there's light on this one, but as you can see, they're almost equal brightness, even though there's a light on this one. If I turn this, you can now definitely see. Will you please be quiet? The 180 one has more brightness, even though this one does have a cool power light. Now, before I get a headache from all this music, I'm going to turn it off. So now we're going to move on to best game on the system, and I think the best game on the system is undoubtedly West Cowboy. Aside from a bit of cringy music, there's a clear narrative. You gotta kill the bad guys. There's really smooth gameplay, and on top of all that, it's really fun. You gotta dodge. Let's see if I can. It's the classic Wild West shootout. Now I'm just realizing on my camera, it shows the screen as being very blue. It's not actually that blue. Just the blue light, I guess. This guy, he just constantly fires. See, each character has their own individual strategy, so that adds to the complexity and funness of it. So if you manage to make it all the way here. Also, everyone has their each own individual map and their different guns for every oh! And also there's a really cool animation if you get shot. So we lost. Game over. And it's very fast and it's very fun. It's an arcade game. It returns you back to the home screen. West Cowboy, best game on the... Oh, and by the way, I give West Cowboy a 4 out of 5. So the best game on this 180 system, if I can get the tripod to work, is probably Mini Fighter. Now, mind you, every single game that's on the red one is on this one, so I'm just picking the best new game, and that'll actually be my basis for choosing, because another reason to go with this is that you have the games on the red and many more. Like Mini Fighter. They take a fighting game and basically just do the same stuff. I'm going to choose Eric. So there are a ton of individual maps, and the maps have a lot of detail. There's like so much to do in this. It's like Street Fighter, but better. No, not better than Street Fighter. The only uncomfortable thing about this is that it's really hard to do combos, so most of the game is just punching. Also, there are no characters really to base each other off from Street Fighter. Well, I don't know. I only play Street Fighter. This might be Mortal Kombat. This might be Tekken. So it just has a very Street Fighter feel. There we go. That's a combo. That's not a very good combo. Come on. Kill him. Okay, I am bad at this. But these have all original characters, so I don't know. Maybe you can, like, designate your moveset and play against a friend or something. Let me just remind you, every single game on this is single player. There's no multiplayer at all. And there's no internal memory, so you can't really save your games. I don't even know if anything I'm saying is being heard, because this music is very loud. And I don't even know how sensitive my camera mic is. So yeah, this game is definitely more fun and arcadey, and it's very colorful. So, it's a good game. I give it 4.7 out of 5. That's a lot of volume. So our next category is the feeling of the device. It's just like how nice they feel. Now, I don't know if you can hear that on this one. There's definitely something loose inside, and this is not because of me. I don't want you to have to see my living room. This is not loose because of me. It came loose. Also, the buttons, sometimes they get stuck. The up volume button got stuck. Feels very like touchy. The only thing good about this is that it has a good weight, but it does this. You can press in on the screen and it makes a horrifying noise. It has good weight, that's what I'll give it. This one is very light. I mean, it feels really nice to play, and it has this like nice red finish. Oh, and it's the only one with the wrist strap, so you can really like play this. I can see this being like a thing if like a more mainstream company, I guess if they made like, I guess it would be called Mini PSP or something. PlayStation could do that. It aside from feeling light, it doesn't have the screen clicky issue, nothing loose inside of it. It feels really nice, so 120, I think you feel better even though, well, you feel more natural, I guess, even though you were the predecessor, and that's usually not that good. So now I'm going to go into my personal reviews of the games, and I'm going to go over the pros and cons, at least to me. So I think this one, it has less games than the other one, but it has several memorable games. They're definitely worth the price. I guess this is the next category too. But it feels really nice. It's really nice to play. Aside from having these weird inverted buttons, I'd like them to be this way because no one plays like this or like this. I still really like the system, and I think it has all the things in the right place, like headphone jack on the... Well, I guess you could put the headphone jack on the top, but neither system actually is the headphone jack on the top. I guess that's something to learn from. But I do really like this. I think it feels really good, and the gameplay and graphics are smooth and nice, and it's a good first try for this company. So I give this, what should I give it? A 4.3 out of 5. This one is a very good feel. They they do not do a very good job of hiding that there's only one speaker. The buttons are very sticky, but I do like the screen is bigger. There's better sound. Like, this just plays as like more of a modern device. And also, you still have the button problem, but at least the B button is smaller than the A button, so you do get that significance between them. And the buttons on these feel so comfortable. Even the trackpad, or not the trackpad, the D-pad. The D-pad sticks out a lot, but it still feels really nice. So for that, I give this a 4.5. Okay, I'm back. My battery's charged. Now we gotta get into, are these things worth it? So first, for the 121, I think yes, this is definitely worth it. If you are bored and you just want to have some games to play on the toilet or something, or if you're a little kid and you don't have maybe a console or a phone yet, this is definitely a good thing to have. I know several friends who are really impressed by this, and then they really want to get one now. So I'm also including the link to these in the video description. So yes, this is definitely worth it, and if you don't want to spend that much money, I definitely recommend this. However, if you're more of a collector of these things, or if you just really like the way this looks, or how it feels, or if you want something to add to your, like, just a big box of games to play, then I would get this. If you really like some of the additional games, I really think that Mini Fighter might be the best game on both of the systems, the entire thing. And so I think this one is worth it for everyone, and this one is worth it, especially now that it has a discount. But I think it's definitely worth it if you're the certain kind of type that would want it. But if you don't, if the discount is over by the time you get this, I would say it is. And the winner of the competition by a score of 5-4, and the console with a spot in my toilet gaming collection. This award goes to 120 in 1. It is overall the better system, although it is very close. It is more fun for the casual gamer, which this is geared to. And it has several categories. It's really a game for everyone. Look at how many games there are. This is just one. These are all basically full games. Just in one category. This is, you can get this much. See, look at this. I could literally sit for hours on the toilet playing this. Not a personal experience, by the way. It's just very fun to play, and it's definitely worth it. Since I have both, I personally like the blue one better, but if you're looking to get one of these, then the red one is better. One downside, though, is that some of the games on here are pretty bad, so you might not get, like, exactly what you want out of this if you personally think a lot of the games are bad. I don't. I think the majority of them are decent. But, yeah, just keep that in mind. So, yeah, I guess this is the video. I'm too distracted by playing this. This is really fun. Floor 15. This is the video, guys. If you like this, please like this video and comment down below if you want more. Both of the links to these products are in the description. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Press that big red button, or white button if you're a returning subscriber. Turn on the bell for notifications. And peace. Fade to black.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.